people sometimes uh, through LinkedIn. We met a lot of colleagues in LinkedIn, and we meet people with my husband. My husband is very social person, and he talks with everybody, and uh, they like to know Brazilian people who live in Paraguay, and he likes to meet them, and we should like go to dinner to meet them. Uh, 3 weeks ago, I met a guy who lives here in Paraguay for 7 years, and nowadays he has a girlfriend is studying medicine here in Paraguay. We had a lot of Brazilian people studying medicine in Paraguay because it's cheaper, so we had a lot of students from Brazil, and um, I never used dating apps, never. But I met people in the past through internet, through chat rooms. Uh, I met friends. Until now, we are friends. I met a friends from Barcelona who visit me. Is a friend nowadays. Is one of my best friends, and we keep talking until now. Uh, and but I never use dating apps.
I understand your husband completely. Before I'm Brazilian, but I'm Brazilian for the north. So in here in Ribeirão Preto, I always searching for people from my state.
Yes.
To talking about my state. So how I miss my state, how I miss açaí, how I miss farinha. So I completely understand your husband in this point. Nice to know that. And you, Nachi, are you single? Are you in an issue with someone? How do you date
No,
people nowadays?
I'm single. And nowadays I'm not dating because I don't have time. I have to study all the time. So I don't use more Tinder. I delete the app.
I don't think
Yeah.
I used Tinder once. I had 17 years old. I find two girls there, and they are my friends now. It didn't get it up to relationship or something, but I totally agree. You don't have time because
Yeah.
study
But
is
it's
important.
easier for me. Dating app is easier to know people. And now Instagram too, because people use Instagram a lot to meet new persons. But as I don't have time, I'm not thinking about this.
Completely understood. And you, Giovanni, are you single or are you not? Are you dating someone or you already have your partner?
Yes, in my opinion, there is no predetermined pattern. Uh, people meet it or they're handled. And for me, relationships, but there are some things that shorten
Indeed.
the approach
I
and dating and interaction apes are only of the tools for getting closer.
Yeah, sometimes the people don't like to interact so in person, so they like to let's how I can say, let's handle firstly on Tinder or Tandem or other apps. So, but I got your point. And you, Larissa, what do you think? What do you think of that? Do you use dating apps or dating someone, or it's not interesting?
I think everything can be used to know someone, the person. The main way to meet another person nowadays, I think social medias in the Paris, I guess. And I never used it because I am afraid, sou muito medrosa. But I already meet one person in the app is conversation English, yes. Yes, was funny, but I never used this app for dating.
Man, completely understood. People don't, sometimes people don't like it, and there are people in the dating apps who are just interested in have sex or something casual, and it's not the goal. It's not the goal of the app. So sometimes they don't like it. And our next question is really, really good to training our vocabulary. So the question number 3 is what is your ideal type of someone? And be as specific as possible. So I'm hetero, so I like girls with short hair, skinny or something. I'm describing my girlfriend. So she's skinny. He uses glasses, she uses glasses, and after that, I don't know. She is extremely. She likes comedy. She's a comedian. She likes to have dinner. She's intolerant, lactose intolerant. She's like that. So, Nachi, what's your ideal type?
About physical, I don't have a ideal type. I just like boys taller than me because I'm a
What
little.
is important?
Because for me, yes, because I'm tall and I like to use high heels. So I think
What is your height? Just for asking.
1,70 m.
That yeah.
For woman is is tall.
Yeah, we have the same number.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's for a woman, it's high as well.
Yeah. Yeah. Here in Ceará, it's oh my god, the boy is shorter. So I think about the physical, just this, and the personality. I like guys that are funny and polite, and that like to read because I like so much to read. So I have to have a conversation about the books that I am reading. So if the person just wants to go to the gym and do sport, it's not for me.
It's physically activities is not for you,
Yeah,
but
no.
nice to know that. Thanks for the answer. And what about you, Sonia? What is your type, physical personality, or you don't have?
My ideal type really is Hugh Jackman, but he's divorced. He's divorced right now, but I'm married and I'm in love, so I'm sorry. And I don't have really a prototype physically, uh, but it's important, of course. The chemistry is important for me. For me, when I met a person, it's important to have similar taste, uh, similar values. For me, it's very important about the values in our life, share the values. Um, um, I like a positive person, a positive person who talk about their feelings. Is very important for me to talk because I like to talk a lot about the relationship, about the the things, and it's not usual to find some guy, especially in my generation, that talk about their feelings. It's hard to find. Um, what else? Is the difference are important too because it's I think we can find a balance in our life in the couple the relationship. For example, my husband is absolutely creative. He's creative, and I am more structured person. Uh, and we use our different to potential, I don't know, our work, for example. And I put the orders and he put the creativity. And uh, it, it I need uh, to have a person open-minded. I don't like a fanatic religion or fanatic in anything because it's not good for me. Uh, and I like to be free with the person. I like to talk about to can talk to be able to talk about all the topics and have a discussion, help discussion about different topics in our life. And I think that's it.
A really good one. I believe it completely in you. To be similar, essential, but the difference is also nice because I'm considering myself an early bird. I like to wake up, for example, early, and my girlfriend like to wake up late. So, and we have different activities, different times to work, and it's really nice because I'm doing my work right now, and she's lying on the bed resting, and after that we're gonna to change. So it's really important, and I believe in relationship it's really good one. And but about you, Giovanni, what do you think? What is your type? Can be physical, can be personality.
Ideal. My type. Mm, my type is the one who has compatibility of thoughts with me. I understand that build does not sit at the the table,
No,
but
no, I believe I
what
comprehend. Just keep going. Perhaps she felt, not she felt, but perhaps she felt. Let me pin him. Giovanni, are you there? I don't know, but let me wait for her and passing for another. So, what do you think about it, Larissa?
So guys, I have a type of physical because I'm tall woman, so I like to tall guys. Oh, I am 1 meter 78, I guess. So, but in general, I like to people that studious, intelligent, fun, people who have habits similar to mine. So that's it. I think it's important to stay be free if the person and the confidence. Yes.
Exactly. The confidence is really good. Um, I, I believe it's just so it's a pattern here. So tall woman like to taller man. After that, and it's remind me of a joke. So, do you want a man to date or to get mangoes? Here in Brazil, we have this joke que é um homem para
It's
sair ou um homem para pegar manga. So we have this joke here, but it's really true. At the hearing Larissa and Nachi. And our next one is question number 4. So, what activities are enjoyable to do on the first date? So I want to hear especially for human first. So Nachi, to you, what activities are important, enjoyable to do?
I like to um, go to a bar because if the date was bad, at least I can drink. So I'm not leaving my house just for wasting time.
But what would you say about places? For example, would you like to go to the cinema or restaurant
Oh
or
no, I don't like to go to the movies because I think you can talk with the person. You have to be quiet. So I like to talk. So a restaurant is a possibility, or a bar, or a place that we can talk.
really good to know that. I believe it is the extremely important. And I didn't have my first date with my girlfriend, so I believe our first date was in the bus when we are getting home. So it's not a special place. The bus is a special place, but not to the on the first date. And you, Sonia, what activities do you find adorable and enjoyable in the first date?
I agree with Nati. I prefer a bar or a restaurant, some place where can talk with some music, some food, especially a place where we can talk about each other. Uh, it it's a good. I look for a good place, a public place, because I think much in the security too. Uh, Unfortunately, a woman has to think about that, and it's important for me. But essentially, I prefer that restaurant or a bar.
I wouldn't prefer a bar, and a restaurant would be really good as well. To me, I'm not a restaurant person, but it could be really good on the first date, especially public for safety
Yes,
nowadays.
yes,
So it's
exactly.
extremely important. And you, Larissa, what activities are enjoyable to you on the first date?
I like to go to cinema because I love to watch movies and talk them after. And I like the parky, the restaurants too. I think it's definitely of the vibe and the of the season of the year. I don't know. That's it.
That I completely agreed. Cinema could be really good. And it's reminding me of someone when I was a teenager. I asked to a girl to stay in the square, in the famous square in my city, and it's rained a lot, and we were wet after, and not in a good way. We were wet about the rain, and it was awful. It was awful because didn't like. And after that, I never asked a woman out no more in my life. Even my girlfriend, because we combined it first. So uh, trauma moment. Sorry. And you, Giovanni, what activities are you enjoyable to you on the first date? So your audio is better now.
Uh, I like I like cinema uh, for activities to do on first date. But while walking the square, uh, walking the square and talk about different subjects to demonstrate as much as possible observe and give good hands for the other party watching another meeting. Um, uh, talk. Uh, yes, very, very
Your audio is cutting.
much talk.
Yeah, but we understood the final. Completely agree. I believe it's walking on the square is really nice to do that, especially on the first. And our next one is, I don't know, it's polemic or not, but the question number 5 is this the man's responsibility to ask a woman out? And if you are a woman, have you asked a man out to a first date? But I'm not sure about the polemic or not, but I want to hear from you. So, Larissa, is that a woman responsibility to ask you out, or nah, it doesn't matter. You wouldn't ask as well.
I think it's possibility, yes. I never invited him, but I was invited, but I don't see a problem with the woman giving suggestion for way out because it is their men's it needs help. So I think
Yeah,
yeah,
so
so no problem.
sometimes he's shy and she's shy, too much shy
Yes,
to ask
yes,
you, or the possibility of no. So,
yes, no
well,
problem. The woman to make
but
this.
would you do that for a man that you like?
I don't understand.
For example, would you do that? Would you woman not no? Would you ask, for example, a boy that you are interesting to out? No
Yeah,
problem.
yes, I, mm, I never wanted it, but I make this.
Nice to know that. Time's changing, I think. What about you, Sonia? Is that a woman responsibility, one man responsibility to ask you out, or nah, not important?
It's the usual, but for me, it's not a responsibility. For me, it's no matter. Uh, I ask, I invite to go out a lot of times. Uh, when I was uh, young, no teenager, when I was 22, 25, I I don't have any problem if I like someone or if I had some interest to know him. I invite you directly. Do you want to go out for some beer sometime? I don't have any problems. For me, we have we have the same rights, we have the same responsibilities, and it's no problem for me. It's a prejudice about the man that has has to take the first step. No, for me, it's not. Nowadays, uh, it changed a lot, fortunately. For me, it's good.
Nice answer, as always. And you, Nachi, what about you?
I think the polemic question is the next one. But I don't think it's a responsibility for men. I think who wants to go out can ask women, right? Both can make the invitation, but now is a lot of head feel on internet, both both women's and men's, and for them the man has to make a lot of things. It's something about your energy. I don't know what is it. this person, but for them, it's the man is the responsible.
Completely understood. And agreed. And what about you, Giovanni?
Uh, not always. Not always. In my opinion, the will has to come from both and is demonstrated in a subjective always that remains up to chance for whoever take the initiative first.
And I believe that exactly not
We
always.
waiting.
I'm
No,
sorry. Keep going. Let
waiting
me.
the right time and not always with just the man investing first.
Good. But I completely understand it's not always, and sometimes and I believe the people are changing too much because when you're interested in someone, you're not able to waiting too long. So let's ask first, and of course, and sometimes the people don't notice that you are interesting. So good to know that there's this duality. And the polemic question, according to Nachi. So question number 6. Ooh, this is a really good one. Uh, who should pay on the date, especially on the first one? And what about splitting the bill? So, to me, I believe I paid in the beginning. Now we divide. It depends on the credit card. What about your credit card? Hi, I pay. Oh, my it's high. You pay now, or let's split up. But it's a relationship. But when you are dating someone, so I'd like to hear from you. What about you? To who should pay on the date? So Nachi, in your opinion.
For me, it's okay to split the bill. I think if both the person wants to go in a date, so it's okay. Split the bill. Not a big deal.
Yeah, interesting, interesting answer. A really interesting answer. I was betting that you say no, the man has to pay from the first or something.
I don't like it when men wants to pay because they think you have to give something to
Indirect
them
good.
because they
Mm,
are paying.
yeah. I understand. It's a really good point. It's really important pointed out. And about you, Larissa, who is this responsibility on the first date?
I prefer to have money for everything, and I only go out if I have money because I I am proud with this. I think a agreement. I don't know to say acordo agreement
Mhm.
for can be raised between people, but to share for me, it's ours the best opinion.
Uh, I believe Caio Castro is changing our Brazil after his
Yeah,
interview.
yeah.
His interview when she's a brilliant, nice, cute, and he doesn't pay the bill, so he always split up the bill because he likes to divide it. But and you, Sonia, who is his responsibility? Who should pay on the first date?
For me, I don't have any problem to split the bill too, but especially in the first date, I expect the other person pay the bill if he invite me. Uh, but if it's not happen, I don't have problem to, and I have the all the experiences. I have the experience that the other person pay the bills. We split the bills, and sometimes I pay the bill too because I talk with. I have a lot of friends, especially in the past. I have a lot of friends. Uh, men friends, and we talk about, uh, do you want to go out for some drinks or something? And the other person says, I don't have any money. Oh, no problem, I will pay. And for me, the communication is the most important. And nowadays, we can talk about all the situation, put them on the table, and it's no problem.
Completely agreed. Communication is very well. If the people match the communication, I will pay, I will pay, and there would be no worries, no worries, no problem.
Yeah.
But they never do that, especially. But it is, we are changing. And then about you, Giovanni, would you like to pay on the first date or another person? What about you?
I think that for não sei pronunciar essa palavra, chivalry, cavalheirismo, chivalry, correct? A man must pay, must pay. Now, if the woman insisted on sharing the bill, it it is a good sign that the union between the two tends to generate my achievement.
I understand. I understand. Um, I'm not against this, and I believe you're right. And I have a rule to me that's who invited pays. So especially in the first, so you're invited. Let's pay from the first, and after that we can split up. Could be really good as well. And the question number 7 is really nice. Not nice, but it's really interesting to know the answers. Is it okay to date several people at the same time? So the people to do that. So dating someone on Thursday, on Friday to one matching. What is the matching? I don't match with him. I don't match with her. So there are people who do that. I don't judge. I would do that, but we don't have infinity money or time to date. Uh, but I'd like to ask, what about you, Nachi? Is it okay to date several people?
Depends. Depends of
Depends
the
what?
depends of the agreement between the both in the dating. If it's just a casual thing, I think it's okay. But it's something more serious, so you have to respect the agreement.
No, indeed it is. But I believe it was you were right about that. And about you, Sonia, is it okay to date several people, especially if you are single? If you're not, complicated, but
Oh,
if you're single,
yes, if you are single, then depends of the intention. I agree with Nat. If you if you don't have a serious relationship and you have you just want to meet people, and it's not uh, wrong for me, and it's good. Uh, I couldn't do it because I was confused. I will confuse the name over the cell phone.
or call
I
someone's name is wrong. Oh, sorry,
I
Carlos. No, Marcos.
no, yes, exactly. No, I think I won't be able to do that because I'm very distracted.
That I agreed. I wouldn't be able to save all the names, I think. And about you, Giovanni, it's okay to date several people at the same time?
No. É, Ocidente, the West. In the West, it is not, né? É, in, in, in the East, in some cultures and customs, yes, it is. And, and ever, in my opinion, no correct. Actually,
And so you wouldn't do that. So it's not correct. But I respect your opinion. I believe it could be okay as well. And sometimes, like not say, we don't have time even to dating someone. And nowadays is complicated for one person, like two the others. And you, Larissa, it's okay to date several people at the same time.
I don't know correctly about this because for me, this just it shows that the person has emotional depthness with other people. So I am very, I don't know to say caseira, pessoa caseira, I don't know. But
I don't know to say it in English.
so for me, it's not, but it's good to enjoy being single. So,
No, completely understood. If you are single, you're not impediments. You don't have to split up, not split, but split yourself for anyone. So free to dating. The guys are back. So welcome back, Claudio, Felipe, Tala, Elton. It was okay on the other room for all of you.
Yeah,
And
that's good conversation.
and did you respond all the questions? No, and about the question number 6, because it's the really polemic one. It's about who has to pay on the first date. Here it was divided, sometimes the boys, sometimes split up. And I prefer anything to me. And Larissa said, we never go out if you don't have money. Sometimes we can wash the dishes
never,
on the
never.
restaurant if you don't
Yeah.
pay. It happens with my father, by the way. It's true. Of course, he didn't have when he was young. He didn't have the money, and he washed the dishes. After that, for 2 days in the restaurant, he swears it's true. I don't believe completely. But nice. We didn't have any questions. All the questions. We don't have time, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys, but to me, it passed really fast in this immersion. We almost finishing. And let me ask for all of you here. Let me just put everyone. Oh, I copy really wrong. So before I forget, it's always a survey. So it's extremely important to us. And this theme was a suggestion for the other talkie who says something about dating. It could be important to training our vocabulary and learning new words. For example, chivalry, cavalheirismo, cavaleiro, is other words that Giovanni said here. I hope you get it done, or not get it done, but get up your vocabulary. And guys, I think that is, please respond our survey. And the other questions, we have other questions that is not answered. You can get them answered then trying to your husband, trying to your mate, your dating, if you are. So keep it up, doing the good work, training your vocabulary. I think that is, guys. So thanks for the immersion. And it is. Thanks, Tonya, Nachi, Felipe, Tala, Claudio, Giovanni, Larissa, and Elton. And
Thank
Sia,
you.
and the other.
Good weekend,
Thank you, guys.
Bye
Thank you. Have a
bye.
nice
See
weekend.
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye.
bye.